Hi, this is Houho. Japanese first is only right. We hear this more and more during elections, both on the streets and online. Foreigners are receiving all the benefits while we pay the taxes. It's natural to prioritize your own people. There's certainly a valid point in the argument. When life gets harder and support systems seem to help everyone but yourself, it's natural to feel angry or frustrated. In areas like childcare, healthcare, and welfare, there are indeed moments when Japanese citizens may feel disadvantaged. But let's pause for a moment and ask, are foreigners truly the cause of our discomfort? Or have we been made to feel this way by a larger system? Political parties and supporters who advocate Japanese first are often mocked or criticized by the media and other political groups, accused of being discriminatory without much dialogue. But that doesn't necessarily mean their views are wrong. In fact, they are speaking from a slightly different angle, while still playing on the same stage, the nation state. That's why they appear isolated and are easier targets for criticism. They don't challenge the structure itself, but simply demand more focus on domestic citizens. But as long as the rules remain the same, it only becomes a fight over who gets prioritized next. One person's justice easily becomes another's enemy, consumed within the same framework. Being right as a person doesn't mean the system you rely on is right. The real question isn't who's right, but why we are being made to fight in the first place. The stage where these battles play out is none other than the structure called a nation. Let's take a look back at history. In the Nara period, the state established family registries and tax rolls, registering and controlling people as taxable entities. In the Edo era, peasants paid taxes in rice from their fields. If they fled, they were labeled criminals. In the Meiji era, land was designated as private property, and a land tax system called chiso was introduced. People were now compelled to earn and pay in money. The society where survival depends on earning money was constructed through systems imposed after the Meiji period. Foreigners are causing Japanese people to lose out. Japan used to be better. We hear these kinds of statements often, but were they really true? Farmers in the Edo period suffered from famines and heavy taxation. Running away made them outlaws, and many were pushed to rebel through desertion or riots. From the Meiji era onward, military conscription, compulsory education, the family system, and the three constitutional duties systematically institutionalized new forms of state control. Incidentally, Japan's koseki system, debated today over same versus separate surnames, only dates back to the Meiji period. Even in eras with no foreigners, it was we ourselves who were being exploited and controlled. Protect Japanese culture. Some people passionately defend this cause. Yet, right after, they often say things like, America is restricting immigration. France is rejecting foreign nationals too. So Japan should do the same. Here lies a contradiction. If you take pride in Japan being the oldest nation in the world, why base your justification on copying other nations? If we can't feel confident without referring to foreign standards, then perhaps that's not pride, but dependence. There's one more thing we must not overlook. Many of the things we believe to be traditional Japanese culture were in fact constructed and institutionalized by the modern state after the Meiji era. For example, national language, diverse local dialects were standardized and labeled proper Japanese. Flag and anthem, institutionalized to unify national consciousness. Family system, structured to support the imperial system with a patriarchal model. National holidays, invented around myths such as National Foundation Day. Much of the culture we thought we were preserving may have been national performance all along. What truly deserves to be protected is not state-invented traditions or laws, but the everyday life of the people, rooted in the land. Let me ask you just one question. The belief you hold as right, did it truly arise from within you? Or have you mistaken someone else's implanted justice for your own voice? And that someone may very well be none other than the state itself. Not through rage, not through conflict, but by quietly choosing to step away. There is another path, one that begins outside the system. Kuu, a farmer's way at the true nature of the nation. This book may help you take your questions one step further.